Good morning to everyone around this world. This is my first speech to you in English, so I have to speak with others who cannot understand my own language. By the way, my own language is very weak. My own language is very weak and very poor, if I could say. I can't claim that my language is the best one on the earth because it is to some extent restricted, and I don't believe in anything restricted. I can't believe in anyone who asks me to be submitted to his ideas or to his ideology or to his point of view. So the matter is, be yourself. It is all about you. You as an example for the whole universe. When I come to this great book, which is the Quran, I actually found different. I actually find different stories, and I actually find different thing. This is really different thing. If I had to be an alien who comes to the earth one day, and if I had come across to this book accidentally, and if I had to have a look at the people on the earth, I would say Christians are the people of this book specifically. So what makes me go to this point? It is all about behavior. It is all about behavior. It's everything about behavior, about your daily behavior, your everyday behavior. So if you had not connect your behavior with some reference, it would have been, something. It would have been something nonsense. So you have to connect what you do every day to some reference. So Christians, for example, they connect everything they do every day with the Ten Commandments mentioned in the Bible. Yeah, they connect everything they do with the Ten Commandments mentioned in the Bible, but there is something missing at this point. It is just what I have said to someone in the Benghazi port sometime in 2000, maybe 3 or 4. I met some Filipino guy. He was sailor, and I still keep my letter to this man when I explained him the spirit of the Quran, the spirit of Islam. He accepted it happily. He said, "This is my first time. I know about Islam." I remember this guy. When I was fishing, he came and sat just behind me, and then he moved to sit next to me, and he got out some line, very poor line with some hook and he put a poor bait in the hook, and he tried to fish. He tried to mimic me, but he couldn't. I was fishing. I was getting more fish. My bag got, you know, more and more fish inside it. He noticed me, and he said, how could you fish all this amount of fish? But I can't. I remember I said, don't think ever you can get any opportunity or any chance in this life unless you have to follow the book. He said, what do you mean by book? I said, reasons. Reasons. You have to follow the reasons. You have to follow the effect. You have to master the effect. You have to master the wisdom. You have to master the knowledge of how to fish properly. He said, oh, nice. Can you teach me? I said, yeah. First thing, you have to use the best tool to meet your goal in your life. He said, what about my line? I said, your line is very poor, and your hook is very big, and your bait is very wrong. So you have to know about the nature of the fish you have to fish. What their favorite food. Yes, to some extent I'm fraud. I'm very bad guy. I use my talented skill to hunt some innocent creature. I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know. I feel as if I was liar, big liar, because I used something attract fish to my hopes. I don't know if I was right or wrong, but I had to get fish to sell this fish to feed my family. I didn't have any other choice, believe me. But let us focus on the point of the story. Sorry. I gave him a new line. I gave him a new rule. I gave him my own hooks. I gave him my own bait, which is something like dough, like dough. You know dough? When you mix flour with the water and mix them properly for some time, just to make the dough just like chewing gum. When the dough changing in chewing gum, so any fish around will try to eat this delicious substance. This is my trick. He started fishing and he got about 10 fish. He was happy. He asked me about my religion. I said, I'm Muslim. I said, I'm Muslim. And then he said, I don't know much about Islam. So I told him, what do you know about Islam? He said, I know Muslims don't eat pig and marry more than one wife, maybe 4 wives. I said, no. In the Quran, there is one wife, just one wife. One wife, one creature to have sex with, no more. He was shocked. And he said, no, Get out of here. What do you say? Everyone knows that Muslims marry more than one wife. I said I will never do this. I'm a human. I respect. I respect my wife. If she decide one day to leave me, if she decide one day to divorce me, if she decide one day to love someone else, I will never say no. This is her choice. I will divorce her and I will seek for another. And this is what I did. He said, tell me more about your religion, about your ideas, your insights, your... I think you are different from the Muslims I've ever met in my life. I said, yes. Islam has nothing to do with what practicing in Muslim countries, because these people follow dead people, not follow the book. So the book tells different story and people follow different people. So find Muslim people, groups, and each group follow certain man, certain person. They ask to follow certain person, which is Muhammad or which is Yasur. And instead of that, people follow somebody else. He said, what would you advise me? I said, be yourself. Please, be yourself. Be a simple man. Be a nice man. Be a good man. This is my message to you. Don't hurt anyone. Don't hurt the feelings of anyone on the earth. Be a good man. Be good with your wife. Be good with your daughter. Be good with your neighbors. Be good with your friends. Be good with everything on the earth. This is the message of the Quran. Be Muslim. Be submitted. Submitted to Allah, to Elohim, to God, to the creator of this universe. Don't try to revenge for the sake of yourself. Don't try to prove. Don't try to prove that you are the best or you are the one who knows everything about anything. So please stop doing that. Go about your business. Go about your stuff. Leave others. Live their lives. Leave your children. Choose their choices. They might be Muslim, they might be Christian, they might be Jewish. This is not your business. This is theirs. At least they will wait for your death, and then they can live their lives. So just imagine that you die today. Your children will choose their choices by the end of this day. Make sure about that. So what's your problem with your children? Let them try, let them live, let them choose, let them decide. This is my life. I come to this big game. I've come to this big game with no choice, with no reason. Just because my mom and my dad just to try to have some nice moments. These nice moments brought me. I was the result. I was a result of some love taking place between two persons. So I should be the meaning of love. So my existence in this earth, in this universe, as a result to some nice thing, which is love. My dad loves my mom. My dad loves my mom, so my mom get pregnant and got me. So I'm a result of love, not a result of hate, not a result of kill. I'm just a result of love. I'm just a result of very good feelings that ever happened in my mom and dad minds. So I'm just a fruit of some idea, which is love. We are the personifications of, of some feelings, which is love. So based on this fact, based on this truth, we have to be nice people, because we come to this world as a result of love. We've come to this universe as a result of good feelings between two persons. So we have to be good persons. So we have to spread out love all around us. No matter your religion, no matter your skin color, no matter your ethics, your ethnicity, not ethics. Life, your life is just your behavior. So when you come to evaluate your behavior, so you have to connect this behavior to some highest morals mentioned ever in this universe. You can't find this in human legacy or human heritage. You have to go to some perfect reference. This perfect reference cannot be existed but in the holy books. So Torah, Bible, Gospel, and Quran are the references for all human beings, in order just to evaluate what they do, just to make sure about what they do every day, about to measure their everyday behavior. Your everyday behavior must be summarized, must be concluded by the end of the day, and you have to evaluate what you did this day. How many people you make happy? How many people they feel happy when they saw you during this day? How many people you hurt? How many people you kill? How many people you bother? You have to review everything every day before you sleep. You have to erase, you have to delete every bad action by asking Elohim, God, Allah, to forgive you. And the next day you have to seek these people you hurt and ask them for forgiveness. The story you heard about Islam, the story you heard about Quran is fake and is poorly, badly, ill interpreted, ill translated by the ancient people who changed everything in Islam. This is my message. Islam is not Muslims. Don't connect Islam to Muslims, because if you do so, you will never get the truth of Islam. Thank you so much.